Bonjour! Today on Travelling Fabulously, it's all about things to do in Paris, the Grand Boulevards of Paris. In Paris, we just don't have ordinary old streets, you know. We have Grand Boulevards, and I'm going to show you a few. So come on, join me on the Grand Boulevards of Paris.
You know what I say, whatever you do it fabulously. So why don't you come and join me on this week's episode of Travelling Fabulously.
Bonjour, I'm here at the Place de Madeleine for the start of showing you the Grand Boulevards of Paris. Officially, there's only 9 Grand Boulevards, but I'm going to be showing you 11. Why? Because I like to do everything unofficially. We have Boulevard Beaumarchais, Boulevard Feu de Calvaire, Boulevard de Temple, Boulevard de Saint-Martin, and Boulevard de Saint-Denis. There's so many boulevards on the Grand Boulevards of Paris, I can't fit it into just one episode, so I'm going to have to do 2. That's right, this is part 1, and next time there'll be a part 2. I wonder if part 2 will be as good as part 1. It'll be like the Jurassic Park. Was part 2 good as part 1 on that? Oh no, don't worry, there's not going to be a part 3. I'm not going to do like a whole Lord of the Rings trilogy. I mean, seriously, 3 Lord of the Rings movies? They could have just like saved a whole hour by getting what's-her-name calling out Precious all the time. He could have just gotten a helicopter and thrown that ring in the volcano. I mean, seriously, that's what everybody else does in New Zealand. So in this episode though, we're actually going to be covering Boulevard Madeleine, Boulevard Capucines, actually that's Capucines. Capucines, Boulevard Italian, Boulevard Italia, Boulevard de Montmartre, and Boulevard de Poissonniere, just to name a few. Actually, I think that's all we're going to be covering, but we'll see. I might throw in an extra bit here or there. So I'm on the steps of Madeleine. It's a really fascinating church, if you like that sort of thing, which many people do. The Madeleine Church actually began in 1764. That's right, 1764. The construction of the church stopped during the French Revolution. Napoleon actually decided to make the Madeleine Church as a temple of glory dedicated to his army. Unfinished at the time of his empire, the building was then reassigned as a Christian church, and its construction lasted over 80 years. So let's head off down Boulevard de Madeleine. I'll come back another day later in this month to show you more of Madeleine. It's a really fascinating church. One of my favourite shops to check out is this fabulous cookware shop, Zwilling. It's just at number 12, Boulevard de Madeleine. Next is Boulevard Capucines, or as I like to call it, Boulevard Cappuccino. Why do I like to call it that? Because no reason really, because there's no O on the end of it, there's an ES. But it's maybe Capucines? Capucines? Look, I'll stop, I'll check Google and see what they say. Be back in a minute. Okay, so I checked. It's apparently Boulevard de Capucines. How much difference really is there? No, anyway, we won't call it Boulevard de Cappuccino. Boulevard de Capucines is actually a fabulous place to do some shopping. You've got all the great names here. You've got Amiga, you've got Gap, you've got Bali, Lacoste. I love Lacoste. All of the good names. You can shop, 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 shop. You can shop, 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 shop. You can shop, 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 shop. Hotel Scribe behind me has a restaurant, Lumiere, which is very zhuzhy. Zhuzhy in Australian basically means fancy. Fancy that. But you don't say zhuzhy that, just so that you know. It used to be a theatre, and the Lumiere brothers gave their first paid performance there. What I love about Boulevard Capucines, though, is of course all the traffic. That means you can't hear me when I'm talking, and the construction going on. Yeah, that's really good too. But no, what I really love it is the fact that you've got all these zhuzhy places, like Mont Blanc pens and Samsonite luggage. But right across the road is Five Guys. Yum! Let's go have some Five Guys. All right, maybe not. I don't think that's on the keto diet, and it's a little bit too early. At the end of Boulevard Capucines is the Place de l'Opéra. So you can check out my video just up there somewhere. My video on the Opera Garnier. Yeah, go on. But make sure you watch the end of this video first. Or come back to this video. Yeah, go watch opera and then come back. YouTube will love that. Behind me at number 8 Boulevard de Capucines is the house that Jacques Offenbach died in. Jacques Offenbach was the composer of, among other things, a fabulous opera called The Tales of Hoffmann, or as they say in French, Le Conte de Hoffmann. Moving away from the zhuzhi shop, we're now getting into more of an entertaining area on Boulevard d'Italienne. Oh, Boulevard d'Italiano. It's also a place of lots of cinemas and theatres. So if you're staying in the area, you'll know that there's always going to be things happening. A little tip if you're ever wanting to go to the theatre in France is that the version F, VF, means version French. VOSTFR means version original with subtitles in French. So basically the movie will be in the original language. But of course, thanks for beeping while I'm talking. So basically the movie will be in the original language, but of course with French subtitles. At number 19 Boulevard d'Italienne is the Crédit Lyonnais building. Crédit Lyonnais is one of the major French banks. Just off Boulevard Italienne is the Opera Comique. Apparently they do funny operas in there. Number 5 Boulevard Italienne is one of the last covered passageways built during the Haussmann era. It was actually rebuilt identically in 1995 and is now the home to a toy store. A rather large one at that. I covered some of the covered passageways in one of my other videos on the Grand Boulevard passageways actually. To learn more about the covered passageways, check the link just up there. Next is Boulevard Montmartre. Boulevard Montmartre is home to the Musée de Grevin, Passage Joffre and Passage Panorama. You can go to the theatre, you can even go shopping at one of my favourite homeware shops, Maison de Mode. Passage Panorama is a fabulous spot getting great food. You've got Bisou, Creperie, Canard and Champagne, Kapanka Thai, Classico for empanadas, the Gyoza Bar, No Glue and No Glue Bakery, Lozio, L'Ami, Mi Mako and the New Kashmir Indian. Coinsto Vino, Bobon, and Passage 53. The great thing about the Grand Boulevards is that Metro Line 8 and 9 basically go all the way underneath it. So if you're getting a bit tired of walking, you can just jump on the metro and it'll take you all along the Grand Boulevards. Now on Boulevard Poissonniere, our last one for this episode. It's the home of the Rex Theatre. Built in 1932, the Rex Theatre is one of the finest examples of Art Deco architecture in Paris. That's it for this first part of my Things to Do in Paris, the Grand Boulevards video. If you liked it, press the like button. Share me around with your friends. I love to be shared around. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And remember, whatever you do it fabulously.
You know what I say? Whatever you do it fabulously. So why not join me on Travelling Fabulously?